It's an extremely rare case in 2024 to have a deck builder release that actually does something kind of different than any other game has done in this genre. This is Demon's Mirror, which is a roguelike deck builder that combines deck building mechanics like Slay the Spire with Chain 3 mechanics, so like your Bejeweleds of the world, your Candy Crushes, and it perfectly mixes those together into a really unique little roguelike deck building game. Massive thank you to the developers for sponsoring this episode of Demon's Mirror. You can check this out for yourself September 5th, 2024. So if that's today when you're viewing this, go buy the game for yourself and play it. You'll probably play it better than me. Let's play some Demon's Mirror. New game. We got 3 different characters in the game, 2 of which are locked by default. So here's Wolf. His starting trinket, a broken memento. I gain 1 energized each turn. Energize the next tile chain that I do will not cost any action points. Any unused energize is removed at the end of our turn, so we'll be a little bit cautious. And then there's also some modifiers that we can add onto our game to make it more difficult or just more interesting, right? Which I think is a fun mechanic in any game like this, any roguelike game, really. So let's begin and let's see what's going on here. So we got the classic roguelike grid, right, where we have to choose our direction. We got shops, we got random events. I've got the Great Stone, card management plus more. Let's see here. I mean, let's go straight down the middle here, as this allows us to see a good chunk of stuff. We can get an elite down over here. I think there's some value there. Let's take a look at some of the cards in our deck, and some of this may not be even understandable to us until we get into the game and see what's going on, but we got some basic strikes, deal 4 damage, deals more damage if I have at least 6 green little fusion balls. We got some basic block, destroy a single tile or deal 3 tile damage to an enemy tile, swap some tiles horizontally. So we'll definitely be able to manipulate our match 3 board that we're going to be messing around with here. So you can see how this goes, and we're going to get a small tutorial, so you'll see how it goes in general. Play our cards to battle and defeat the enemies. Cards cost our mana, our action points. We've got 3 by default. When your turn ends, your cards go into your discard pile. Mana gets replenished. I'll draw new cards. It's a roguelike deck builder. I need say no more. You've seen me play enough of these on the channel. Enemies have an intent over their head. Incoming attack damage can be mitigated with a shield. Shield's removed at the beginning of your next turn. Again, it's a roguelike deck builder. Try playing some cards after closing the window. Press the end turn button when you're out of moves. Many challenges ahead. You will fail. You will die. Keep trying. Okay. I will try not to fail at all. We will see how things go. So let's think about this logically. Play it like a normal deck builder, right? So you're hitting me for 6. I would like to play some block and not take damage. So now we have chaining tiles. So chaining tiles is another way to battle enemies. Generally, chaining tiles cost 2 action points, as denoted at the bottom of the board, but you'll discover a few ways to reduce this. Playing cards and chaining tiles both use a shared pool of our action points. Okay, click on a tile, drag onto a neighboring tile, continue dragging the connect tiles in a chain, release to complete it. Okay, attack chains have an extra step where you must target an enemy. That makes sense. Swords deal damage, shields gain shield. Willpower activates my special. Okay, we'll have to see what is going on with that. And then Essence makes certain cards more powerful. By default, any Essence you've collected decays by 33%. So we can hold on to that. So the cards that are gain more if you have a certain amount is not on the board, it's collecting it, which is definitely interesting. Oh, and then there's some other tiles too. Universal tiles and conductor tiles can be chained with any, so they're a wild. Void tiles are useless, can be chained. Caltrop tiles damage me, so that's something to keep in mind. So I can't play any of those on this turn, so just right, because I have 0. I mean, let's test this, right? Because now I'm kind of intrigued. So if I try to do something like this, which is going to then drop down this essence and I would be able to collect 3 essence. Can I hit you, or do I not have enough mana to do that? I think I do have enough mana to do this, because I have a free, that's my energized. I get a free tile chain every time. So that makes a ton of sense. Okay, I'm gonna hit you for 4. Pet peeve, destroy a single tile or deal 3 tile damage to an enemy tile. So the enemies, I don't think the enemies have put tiles on my grid yet. I think that's something that may happen over time. So I can do 3 damage. And this is where I'm like, let's destroy this tile right here. Because that's now going to drop this down to where I can chain a ridiculous essence tile on my next turn. And then we're just going to do more damage in all of our cards. So this goes kind of nuts, to be honest with you. Swapping 2 tiles horizontally, I simply can be bothered. I can be bothered. I'd like to swap those 2. And then with my free tile, I'm going to create a length 10 essence, which now makes my strike deal 7 damage, and I can use that to hit this guy, and I mean, it's just friggin' lovely. It's lovely. Then we can go even crazier here. Well, I mean, we don't actually want to go that crazy here, I don't think. I think you want to just play 2 blocks and move on. You know, we can do things like... See, the chain 3 mechanics, it really introduces an interesting idea into this one. Let's also take a look at our special power we have. So trigger an event when I have 10. Required amount, potency of the event choices increases. Our next activation deals 7 damage to the front enemy. Randomly clear a point of debuffs twice. Next chain deals 100% damage. Okay, I think what you want to do is something like this that allows you to configure a blockchain that is not blockchain as in the cryptocurrencies, but a chain of block usages that give us a little bit of a benefit here. So I'm going to hit you for 7. Now, is there a swap that makes sense for me here? I really don't think so, so I'm going to do this chain of 5 and hit you for 5. Then I'm going to... Oh, what are you? An enemy tile. This enemy tile will deal 20 damage to me in 3 turns. Okay, interesting. But it's also a universal tile, which is interesting. So I can hit the enemy tile. Ah, that's actually a fascinating mechanic. Okay. I shouldn't have done that, because I could just kill the guy. Really, like, no reason... There's no real reason to do that. So destroy a single tile or deal 3. Yeah. I can't kill him because that's not I can't kill him with it, right? It's a irrelevant scenario. So this is now where let's do something like this. I'll just collect some of this stuff. Triggers an event when you got 10. So we don't have 10 yet. But we'll get there. You're doing 7 damage to me in 3 turns. I simply can't be concerned about that. I carry over a mana. I mean, I don't really feel the need to collect anything from this. Enemy tiles. Bro, I'm already 1 step ahead of you. I understand completely. Completely understand. And we can include you in a chain to do some other stuff. So this is where, I mean, we're going to do something kind of silly here, which is... create a blockchain of 15 just for the fun of it. And then, I mean, you can swap these, I guess. And then you can hit them for 4. Probably should have just used this and then done something else. It's fine, it's fine. You're debuffing me, I'm brittle, which is essentially weak from Slay the Spire, so that's good. I'll hit you, I'll kill you, we'll move on. I think that was a very effective scenario for me. So, I can draft a card to add to my deck. Card types, each type has a type associated. Attack cards, damage dealers, skill cards, not damage dealers. We get it. Power cards, last for the entire battle, can only be played once. Is Slay the Spire, man. We know these things. Now, this is intriguing. Some skill cards affect the tile grid. by moving tiles around. If a card targets a specific group, it'll be shown so we can keep our eyes on that. Use cards to set up tiles in a way that benefits you. I will. I sure will. Hex cards stay in your deck. Curses. Okay. Status cards also have a downside, but they're removed. Very good. So what do we want? I mean, 3 temporary strength I think is fine. Modifies my attacks and the tile chains, which I think is good. Convert target tiles into attacks. It's a little 3-banger, which is interesting. Or you've got injure, 3 damage, increase the card's damage by 2 for the rest of the fight. Let's take this because I wanna do some funky things with the grid. I feel like the grid presents us with a lot of extremely unique scenarios. Okay, you're adding enemy tiles to the board, you're buffing yourself. Okay, a little annoying, but we can make it happen for sure. Can definitely make it happen. Let's figure out a way to collect some greens, right? Greens they're gonna be a juicy one for me. So I would like to collect greens like so. This now presents us with a very large damage tile. So I'm going to utilize that. It's a length 9. I'm gonna destroy the guy that's buffing himself because I think that he's likely the most annoying. Because whereas the enemy tile coming on my board, I can just use that. Like 12 damage in 2 turns, I'm not that concerned about it. Maybe I should be, but I'm not that concerned about it. Because we can do things like, I mean, we can first of all just do this. And then we can look to do something like this, which destroys that. And then I've activated my willpower, so deal 7 damage to the front enemy. Yeah. Yeah, it's like really good, right? That's really good. And then we do something like this. And we hit you for 9. This is really good. This is really, really good. Okay, very cool. I got a lot of block on the board. I also have a pretty ridiculous essence chain as well. Increases the power of spawned enemy tiles. Disgusting, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling good because here's my essence, and then this is 7 damage, and this is 7 damage, and I'll walk out of the fight unscathed. This is a very unique idea for a game, and I'm loving it. I really am. So, another card. Gain 2 barbed. When attacked, deal X damage to the attacker. Okay. 6 block when discarded from your hand, gain 6 essence. God, I think that that's really good, even if I don't have any way to get discard right now. 2 damage. Put this card in your hand whenever you gain strength. You upgrade to 8/8. I like this card, and I want to build around it because I think it's unique. Obviously, we need some way to discard, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Stand at the edge of what used to be a small settlement, eerily silent. Foul emanations rise up from the ruins. Whatever life and history was there is long gone. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Scavenge ruins for gold. A little cursed. It's a temporary debuff. Scavenge the ruins for gold, get 15. It's not great, right? Scavenge the tower, 50% chance to find a scroll. I gotta try, right? Okay, you have temporarily debuffed me. Gain a random generic debuff at the start of the next combat for each stack on this item. That's a unique idea, actually. Oh, frick me, brother. I found the scroll. Okay, but I did get cursed twice. So, my scroll, I'm assuming you're gonna give me now. Collect all, wow, okay. Collect all willpowers from the board. So they're a one-time use. It's effectively a potion. If you want to continue to make connections to Slay the Spire, which I don't like to do when I cover deck builders, but unfortunately when it's kind of the de facto standard for deck builders in the industry, you have to draw the connections to the most popular to ever release, right? What is beautiful about this game is it's taking that proven mechanic and it's twisting it by adding in such a unique design with the grid that you can match stuff. I think it's really cool. So Great Stone Towers above you. Wow, remove 2 cards from the deck is like, pretty good. Thinning our deck out for basically free. That feels so good to me. And part of me... Yeah, you know what? I do like this. I'm going to remove a block, and I'm going to remove a pushy. The pushy's good, okay? But I already have 2 of them. And I think that we can do some more interesting manipulation of our grid. You're terrifying, brother. I love you. Okay. Love it. So here's scrolls, here's relics. The chill cucumber. Okay. Upgrade a card for 25 is super cheap, man. But let's take a look at some of these cards. So target a tile, remove all tiles of that type from the board. Could be really, really good. 6 damage, 14 when I have at least 12 essence. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, it's... The essence plays right now are really interesting. Deal X tile damage, which is equal to 2 times your essence, and you're cheap. So Zeal is modify the length of your next chain. Equal to 5 times your essence? Brother, this is a crazy card. This is a crazy card. I have to buy this. I'm legally required to. It's an absolutely nutso card. And then at that point, frig it, I'll take this one too. Wow, I'm blown away by that card. I feel like that is going to be very, very good for me, but we'll see. So trinkets, we understand what a trinket is in a roguelike game. 9 block at the start of battle. I like it. You also get another card at treasure chest, which is fantastic. Deal X tile damage to tiles, which is equal to my current essence. Gain 4 barb, discard a card. Here's our enabler. We love that. We love that. We love it. It's a perfect card for our build that we're doing. Oh, you guys are you're a little beefier. You're a little beefier. But we can make that happen. So, unfortunately, I do not really love this current alignment that we have. I'm gonna swap these. And then we're going to destroy this, and we're going to destroy this. And I'm going to... Oh, I screwed this up. Okay, yeah. You got me. Okay, you got me. I'm going to start with this. And then I got you, brother. I got you. Because take a look at this nonsense. 11 damage. I'm weak. I'm brittle, and I'm weak. Oh yeah, that's right. The temporary debuff stack. Okay. Then maybe I just don't bother. Okay, maybe I just put a little more essence on me. Save my debuffs will go away at the end of the turn. So this is a good example where I just don't touch anything. Okay, we can do some kind of massive attack in a second. Yeah, we can do a definite massive attack. So 30% zeal equal to my essence times 5. So now I have modifying the length of the next chain by 30%. And then you play this. Although, I mean, this is a good willpower chain as well. But let's do this. And we'll create a ridiculous chain here. So that's an 18 damage. Let's put it on you. And then I still have 6 essence. So I'm going to hit you for 7. And then we have a pushy. What is the best use of our pushy here? Because we've got good juice on our willpower, but is there a way for me to make this? Yeah, we pushy these. And then I can create an insane willpower on the next turn, which that'll give me the 7 damage to the front guy, which will be very nice. So we can do a chain like this. I'm good with that. So that gives me a willpower. I'll do 7 damage to you. I'm taking 10 damage. But I would like to... Barbed. We're going to discard this card to gain 6 more essence. 20 tile damage is unfortunately not what we need, but what I can do is gain 10 block. And then this lines us up for a pretty good play after the fact. And the Barb ended up being actually very useful for us there, which I think is kind of nice. So our essence is good. It's not great. We can make it friggin' great, brother. Okay. Then I gain 75% zeal. And my next chain goes to the moon, effectively. I can also just, like, hit you for 14. Which is likely better than anything else. And I can utilize my zeal momentarily with a swappy right here to now create a 15 damage attack. I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very good. I think we got some good stuff going. 7 tile damage to all tiles in a 3x3 grid except for attack tiles. I don't like it, to be honest. I do like Distract to continue to build this discard meta that I'm working on. And we'll fight the elite. You're terrifying, brother. There's no denying that. I do not like how you look immediately. You are strong, and I am weak. I am a wee little babby. You are a big, scary guy. Okay. Destructive tendencies, we have a good play here. We want to maximize our damage output on this turn. How do I maximize my damage output on this turn? I'm going to tell you. I think that we full send this for 9. We're very close to a good essence play. But I think that what I would like to do is take this willpower instead. And now you got an insane essence play for the next turn. I am going to destroy... I don't really want to destroy any of this stuff. I'm going to chill. So you're going to hit me like a horse, I'm pretty sure. I mean, not like a chess horse. But you're doing 6 damage to me, which is not that bad. I can definitely make that work. We're going to take the insane essence. Okay. This is 26 tile damage. This is like an insane amount of zeal, so I have to take it. And then just block, right? Don't waste a very good attack here. I probably should have looked for a pushy scenario. Okay. This is where things are going to get interesting, though, because now we have a lot messier. We got a lot messier scenarios we have to account for. But doing 24 damage to both of those tiles and gaining 24 block when he's hitting me for 14 is a crazy good play. It's a very, very good play for us. And then there's a part of me that wants to just send the willpower again here. It would kill off one of these. I gain a willpower. Yeah, bro. Next chain deals 100% damage. We can buff this in such a way that that ends up being really good for me. I'll just hit you for a little. Like there is an attack. we have an attack coming that's going to go to the moon. It's going to effectively go moonbound. We just have to make it happen, okay? So what's our best way to handle this? This is 10 tile damage. I'm not concerned about that yet. Let's add our zeal, and then we go to the moon. So this is a 27 damage attack that also kills the attack tile that existed. It's a huge bomb. It's a huge bomb. Okay, we like it. We like it. It's very good. 10 tile damage is irrelevant. I'm going to destroy this tile, which allows me to now build my essence back up. It's a delicate balance. I mean, you end up with a lot. I'm getting hit for 8. I didn't even see that he was dealing damage. That one's on me, okay? That one's on me. I'm with you. It was a poor play, Tyler. Poor play. Okay. No. Yeah. Give me a one of these. I got 16 essence now. We can pushy this. This tile's doing 54 damage to me. Realistically, that's a little scary. Whereas I can go for essence here. 125% damage on next chain. Maybe stupid, okay? Maybe stupid. But I'm gonna take that as a good scenario. Hitcha, end my turn. This is gonna heal the enemy. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Some interesting, very, very interesting ideas. Give me this. And then we're going to pushy. And then we're going to create a big old chain. It's 20. Yeah, it's good enough, to be honest, because there's 20 and there's 7, and we'll get out of the fight. I took 8 damage, but mainly because I'm an idiot, which is a tough pill to swallow, but it's the pill that I've chosen to swallow at this time. When permanently upgrading a card, upgrade a second random card. Dude, some of these things are insane. They're so good. 2 random scrolls? Yeah, I'll take the scrolls. That's fine. We'll utilize those in a boss fight. Pick one of 3 uncommon cards. Add it to your hand. A scroll of memory. Okay, yeah. And another scroll of memory? We'll take those. We'll take those. Okay, new event. What you got? I'm being ambushed. That's a problem, for sure. Attack is imminent. Only got a split second to react. This is just a bad attack. Just a bad attack. Start battle with 2 status cards added to your deck, or just -1 dex, which is just shield gained -1. I'm gonna take that. That's ugly. Wow, this is a lot of enemies. Okay. I hear ya. I see ya. I respect ya. But don't expect me to not kill ya. Okay. Give me the essence. Fortunately, I start with the 5 block, which is nice. I gotta figure out how to chain things around to get these attacks to all like me here. I want them to like me. Mr. Ouroboros, you are terrifying. Okay, let's destroy this shield. Okay. And then let's destroy this. And then I'm going to go for a willpower play. Not really for anything. I mean, I could remove the debuff. This is brittle, weak, and vulnerable. That's not it. So instead, give me next chain deals more damage because we have a crazy play here. You're adding enemy tiles. You're adding junk tiles. You're debuffing me. God, you're all terrible. You're all terrible. Okay. We definitely have like big plays here. I need a destroy a tile card. And I did not get it. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Give me the zeal. And then you gotta really make some decisions. Just kidding. I'll make this decision, which makes my decision I was going to make significantly easier. Now I hit you like a freaking horse. Okay? So that's a 24 damage card because I'm debuffed. I hate you. I hate you. That is actually really, really annoying. I'm getting hit for 11. Okay, okay. Well, you know what the best form of defense is? Offense. I'll take 5 block. I'm not getting hit. That's fun. Getting rid of a guy is nice. These void tiles messing up my whole damn chain kinda frustrating, if you may. Now, I am not weak, which is cool. So I can convert these into attack tiles and go for a pretty big attack play. I'm getting hit for 5, which is really not horrible at all. I'll block it, and then we'll go for this attack for 8. That just seems weak to me. That seems weak. So let's instead... you can't chain those, man. You can chain them like this to get rid of them. Okay, that's fine. You gained an extra attack off of it. I suppose that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright, so discard a card. We're gonna discard you to gain my essence. Then gain my zeal, and then I'm going to hit ya. It's 12 damage. It's not a lot, to be honest, but it's better than nothing. God, just kind of a rough one here. Let's combine those or swap those. End my turn, please. I really don't like either of those. They're a little scary to me. Little scary. I mean, we can chain this, which is 7. And then in turn, that opens up like some decent willpower plays. I can't do a ton with it. Oof, brother. Oof. We're in a sticky spot. We're in a sticky spot. You've got a block that is very, very good. You can do 10 tile damage, which is not bad. Do 3 damage, do 3 damage. I'm getting hit for 5. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that before using all of this. Okay, end turn. I don't have anything I'd like to swap, so I'm chill with this. No, just kidding. I hate that a lot. I hate that a lot. You've ruined my block play that I had. Okay, you gotta do this. Let's get rid of all of these blocks. You've got essence for days. And I think that it's probably important, right? I think it's probably important. So 12 essence, I can now do... I mean, you could go kind of crazy here. This is a problem, and I'm just choosing to ignore it right now, even though I really shouldn't be. Because trying to get a 18 damage to happen here seems... like, I gotta kill these guys immediately. This is 20. Okay. That gets rid of that. That kills you. We're back, baby. We've never been more back. I got 50% zeal. You know what? That's fine. 10 damage attack there. I like it. Destroyed this, and then we're lined up for a good willpower on the next turn. You've got 19 health. Just stop. Stop adding enemy tiles to my board. Your scaling is annoying, and I don't like it. Okay. Give me a swap here, and then we're going to willpower you for 10. 11 damage to front enemy. I'd love to. A strike for 7. And I'll hit you for 2. I can't hit you for 2. I'm going to convert these into... Not enough? Oh, frick me. I don't have enough. Okay. Discard this card. We'll kill you on this turn. I'm not concerned. This was a scary fight, though. I mean, you definitely... You did a little more to me than I wanted you to do to me. I could have also used some of my scrolls, which probably would have been useful, but I'm fine with it. Draw a card, discard a card, love it. Keep that good time rolling, and I'm gonna do a battle instead of a shop. I know that that's maybe not what you would want me to do, but I think that it's the correct play. Because I don't have enough money to really feel good about this. I don't feel good about this fight in the slightest. So we are going to... We're going to start by choosing an uncommon card. Tunnel Vision ain't it. Okay, it ain't it. Gain a strength whenever discard pile shuffled into draw. You're pretty expensive, but I am going to do that. Because that's probably valuable. And then I'm going to... I should not be using all of these. Let's save one for the boss, man. I'm getting hit for 3 currently. I really like starting with Essence. I really like starting with Essence. So let's get some Essence. And then I guess I gotta just pop some block, right? I could have used Unstable, but it's effectively the same. We don't carry over block. I'm not overly concerned. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Don't like. I do not like. Let's destroy you. The pushy is not needed here, but I can start to chain some willpower. And now you got no willpower on the board, so I'm not losing too much sleep. I need block. I find myself in an alarming scenario. I need block real bad. 7 damage coming in. Like, obviously a swap here to try to gain a little more block, but there's not a good play. So maybe you go for a 9 damage attack? I mean, that seems weak to me. That seems weak to me. I'm going to take some damage. We have a block on this next turn. You might as well draw a card. I'll discard this, and then I'll discard this and get 2 block. That's not a good turn. And you're putting headaches in my deck? Who do you think you are? Me when I don't drink enough water during the day? Okay, let's go for this block play. And then I do think I'm gonna go with the willpower play. And then we line ourselves up for potentially a good destructive lad. So we'll go with more damage to next chain, then convert tiles. It's a huge chain, man. I mean, it's a huge chain. And then that huge chain, theoretically, hopefully, yeah, he fits. I can utilize with my 100% extra damage. So this now is doing a lot. That's 27. I'll just kill you. It's a good play. It's a very good play. I'm proud of that. I pat myself on the back. That's a good play. Part of me wants to now energize, but then I'm getting hits. Which is not ideal, okay? It's not ideal. So let's just block. I'm gonna hit this guy a little bit. And then do I need to do any pushies? I'm gonna tell you I don't. I really do not. I mean, you could do one here to line up those for the future, but I'm not losing too much sleep over it. I take 1 damage. Oh, you're the worst. Oh, that really ruined that play for me. That's real annoying. Okay, 7 damage. Willpower to kill it. And then... yay. I don't love just like a 5 damage attack to you. The Ouroboros are annoying, man. They're friggin' annoying. I do not like them. Okay, draw a card, discard a card, give me my essence. 12 tile damage will be useful, but not yet. I'm going to discard this. 30% zeal is okay, but the first thing that we need is block. So let's chain and get my 9 block. Yeah, I mean this is probably a good time to just essence. While you have the ability to go kind of crazy with the essence. You lose 33% at the beginning of your turn, which we can make happen. Like that's not too terrible. And now you go for like a big boy attack. Right? I've got strength. I've got the energized. We can destroy this tile. Oh, you're done for, brother. You're friggin' done for. So this is now a 16 damage. That's so disappointing. That's so disappointing because I'm overkilling you by like 1,000,000. I hate that. I actually hate that. I hate that a lot. But I'm gonna do it, because you're hitting me for 9, and I really can't afford not to. So get overkilled. I hope you enjoy your ruining of my play. And then we do this, and then I move on. 31 damage I gotta do to this sucker. And he keeps just abusing my poor board. My poor board. Never been more abused. Okay. Second wind for my zeal, but you know what? I'd like to get even more, and then second wind. And then I'm gonna do 38 tile damage. And what are you doing now, bro? What are you doing now? You don't got any plays. You're supersized? Oh no. Oh look, I have damage and you don't. In fact, I'm going to discard my entire deck. Does that make you kind of feel a little crazy? Guess what? Willpower, 11 damage to front enemy. Get me out of this fight. Get me out of this area, to be honest. I'm having a tough time. Apply 1+X vulnerable, where X equals every 4 essence held. I'm doing an essence run, brother, so give me the expose. Less rest before our campfire here. I am going to heal because I'm a little bit afraid of this boss fight. And then I'm going to fight the boss and we're going to see what happens. It's a freaking Hydra, okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this, he says, knowing he can't do this. Just give me a second to think. Okay, I gotta have a nice big think on this one. We can do a pretty big damage play on the board. Because you destructive tendencies. Yeah, you know what? I actually kind of like this. We're going to destructive tendencies down there to create this 11 play. We're going to hit the back guy. Wow, that is an essence and a half, my guy. God, that is some good stuff right there. That is some good freaking stuff. I'm going to destroy this tile. I am going to... This 4 block is not as good as this 6 block. I had the 9 block from the beginning of my turn, you little dummy Tyler, you. A terrible play. A terrible play. I'm sorry. I forgot about my tough nut. It's a terrible day when you forget about your tough nut. Okay. Give me this big essence play. Length of 9. You put negative 30% zeal on me? God, you're the worst. You're the absolute worst. I have to do a crappy attack. I know that this probably pains you so much. But I have to create. This was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. I'm gonna get hit for 8. Collect all willpower from the board, okay? Let's go kind of nuts here. Next chain deals more damage. I can gain 60% zeal. It does not multiply the bonus from the zeal. That's actually very good to know. I should be probably blocking here. Like 6 block is good enough, man. Is good enough. Take that. Don't think too much about it. You can't get greedy, okay? Greed's an insidious killer. And I'm gonna end my turn. I hate that we got the 12 essence sitting there and I just couldn't do anything with it. Okay? It was just dying. Alright. You do still have a good zeal play here, surging play. But can we do like even more, right? Like you remove this tile, that gives you another attack. We'll draw a card, we'll discard a card. 16 tile damage is not needed on this turn. You're hitting me for 12. And I think you have to attack, okay? Especially because that gets rid of that. Let's hit you for 18. You once again have a monstrous essence here. So just give me the block. Unfortunately, this is irrelevant. And I'll end my turn. I get hit for 4. Do I love that? No, I absolutely don't love that. It makes me a little sad. Makes me a little disappointed. Now, how do I maximize? You maximize it with this. And then I think that you frankly, you love one of these. You love one of these. You got 8 block, and then you're stacking your essence. You've once again done minus 30% chain on me. God, I hate them, man. I hate them. They're so annoying. They're so annoying. Oh, and then you... No, we're good. We're good. Maybe the play, okay. Maybe the play is that I gotta utilize my strikes. Like, maybe this is a really simple scenario where I actually have to just utilize my strikes and make that happen. Maybe it's willpower that I need to abuse here. I think that there's definitely ideas with that. And then we'll gain 40% zeal. Not that it helps me, like, a lot at the current moment. You're gonna heal all enemies for 30. Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? Okay, draw an uncommon card because I need something, man. Destroy any single tile. This is a terrible card. Am I crazy, man? This is a terrible card. Gain a mana, and then you go away forever. It's not bad for this turn, to be honest. Gain a willpower for every tile chain past 12. It could be okay. It could be okay. Keep in mind these are not free. So the extra mana may just be the most valuable here because it would allow me to play my entire hand and 2 chains. Not 2 chains as in the wrapper, but 2 chains on my board. Okay, so sure, let's gain the extra mana. Destroying a single tile, we're going to make an insane block. But what is the insane block that I want to create? I think it's removing this, and then it's doing something like this, which is actually a very, very good play. Draw a card, discard a card. I'm going to discard you and gain some more essence. My attacks are doing fine. My expose is doing lovely. I'm going to expose you for 3. And then with my mana, I can now gain 4 block, which is largely irrelevant, but then play another attack. And I'm just going to play this. Hit you for 7. I gotta get one of them dead, man. Like, there's no if, ands, or buts around it. You gotta die. So this should allow me to play a willpower, which would give me my next layer of willpower. Is never ending. Is never ending. So do this. I would like to, frankly, probably deal 11 damage to the front enemy, but I'm going to do next chain does more damage. I'm getting hit for 16. I hate that, to be honest. I hate that. So a little block, I guess. Swap those. Gain 6 block and take 6 damage. Not good. Not good. This healing everybody for 3, I'm not concerned about, but this is my opportunity to kill one of these guys. So I have to kill one of these guys. Let's get rid of that. I have to kill one of them. This is non-negotiable, okay? So give me this chain. This is now 7 damage, and then I have to kill you. I know it's a length of 13 and I waste my willpower that I had, but I must do what must be done. It's the sad, unfortunate truth. Okay, do this. Expose is good. I'm getting hit for 24. And then I'm getting hit for 32. Am I dying? Is this the end? The end is nigh? That's pretty bad, for sure. That's pretty bad. How do we avoid that? We do that by hitting this. Chaining a 7 block for free. And then chaining. I think I'm toast. I think that I am big boned on this one. You brought out the big guns, my guy. I don't die. But I sure as heck get close to it, okay? I sure as heck get close to it. You gotta get interesting here, which, I mean, interesting's my middle name. So, swap this. Add this. Second wind this. And then you're going to go this for 15. You can't. You can't do it. You'll die, okay? You'll die. I have to instead play this 3 block, which is absolutely horrifying. It's the only way I live. It's the only way I live. Now, you got some juice. Not enough, but some, where we can do something. I mean, you gotta. You can't afford to do this. You need a big play to try to kill one of them, okay? And then you need a big play to try to figure out some essence nonsense, which this is actually amazing. And then this is 36 damage to this, which like this was the correct turn for sure. But if they both decide to hit me, 16 is gonna be hard, man. That is not going to be easy. Like I can't see a path to not dying here. 11 of this is good. 15 damage to the front enemy. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Then, fortunately, you have a very nice block for 11. A block for 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're alive. No crazier things have happened, but we are alive. Draw a card, discard a card. 8 damage coming in. This is where I'm trying to think about how to create a basically just bomb that can murder this guy. 32. I'm going to be off by 1 singular attack. No, I'm not. No, I am. I'm off by 1 attack. Oh, frick me. Frick me. Okay. And I can't chain less than 2. I can't chain less than 2. And 5 block isn't enough. And this isn't enough. 5 block. No. Dude, the Hydra heads. They knew what they were doing. They sure knew what they were doing. I don't see any path. Doctor Strange holding up 1 finger, except it's no fingers. There's no way, man. There's no way. The essence does not help me. The willpower does not help me. Your 8 damage is too much. I mean, if we did this and then I could do this, then you would die. But in this scenario, I accept my loss. I accept my loss. God, I felt like we were cruising for a good chunk of that one, and then we got Rochambeau'd. So, new character unlocked, which is sick. New items unlocked as well. Look at these new cards. Double your zeal. Oh my god, it's the zeal pack. The zeal pack kinda nasty with it. Boy, I had a lot of fun with this one. Demon's Mirror. You gotta check this out. This is easily one of the coolest deck building roguelikes that I've played this year. Very interested to see how the other 2 characters play. So Draga here has the Oracle Pendant. You gain an insight every turn. Reduce the cost of the next tile chain by 1. So you can basically play this. This is the chaining character. A lot more chaining to be done. I kind of just want to see what else is in the deck here. So apply 3 influence. Reduce the enemy's health without dealing damage to them. So basically can bust through block. Target a tile, deal 4 tile damage to all tiles of that type in the target area. Interesting. Very interesting. I would love to play another run with them. Interesting little game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, massive thank you to the developers for sponsoring this episode of Demon's Mirror. You can check it out for yourself. Link in the description down below. Go check it out. Very, very fascinating little game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.